Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Your Delusional podcast hosted by myself, LaTerra Wair. Hello, guys. Hi. It's been a minute, right? It's been like 2 weeks, I think, and I'm so sorry for my absence. I have been really busy. I've been on super zoom go mode these last couple of weeks. I've been getting ready for Vlogmas. If you are watching this video, if you go to my channel, the other videos I'm uploading every day, Monday through Friday in December. So there's going to be like a total of, I think, 15 to 18. To realize that I'm also still planning to upload the podcast weekly and all of December. So that's kind of a lot of videos to get through, edit, all that kind of stuff, whatever. It is my favorite time of year. It is, 'tis the season. Hold on, I have a Christmas tree. It's just my favorite time of year. I really love the holiday season, and I think I have a very interesting relationship with the holiday season. Some of the most traumatic things in my life have happened during this month, but also I just love the time. 'Tis the season. I have on my Christmas pajamas that I picked up from, I think I thrifted these. I'm pretty sure I thrifted these, a whole set for like $5. If you're an audio listener, I'm wearing red pajamas with little Santa Clauses all over them. Starting off this first episode, I feel like I'm kind of rusty at this because I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I know it's just me talking, but I feel a little shy. Realistically, since I be trying to film ahead, I don't think that I've been in the pod room to talk on the pod in 3 weeks. Okay, this is getting drawn out. So today, with the spirit of the holidays coming up and just the overall, all this, I wanted to dedicate December to just being very raw, being very open and honest with you guys. I want to do some changes in the program that I'm going to announce kind of more so at the end that I want to set in place going into the new year. I wanted to tell you guys why the holidays are so important for me. I feel like during this time, growing up, there weren't a lot of family-based things that were kind of happening because my family lives very far from the rest of our family that's super like active and stuff all the time. But we live close to our cousins, but because of the way our family structure kind of like laid itself out in everybody in their adultness or whatever, we didn't really get to see all of them a lot. With that being said, anytime Christmas was coming around, it just felt like it was a time of giving. Like our parents would get us gifts because at this time we was not making no coins, so we could not get nobody no gifts. But our parents were getting us gifts and stuff, and then we being me and my siblings, we would just really get along together, get excited for gifts. It gets cold outside. I live in Texas, so it's been snowing more often these last couple of years, but not like it's gonna snow every day or nothing like that. It's just been snowing more so like we'll have an ice little situation, but that also comes like after Christmas a lot of times. I think 2 years ago it snowed actually on Christmas. A Christmas miracle, you know. That's why I love the coziness of film that comes on this time of year. I love being able to feel like I'm getting cozied up, you know, and like the world around me just doesn't exist as long as I'm sitting here watching The Grinch 7 times a night. And as long as I'm sitting here watching The Grinch 7 times a night and drinking my little cocoa coffee, right? Like, I think that is the most cozy part of the season. Me, myself, my love language is gift giving. Like my love language to others, I love to give people gifts. So this year, I have done all my Christmas shopping already. I finished my Christmas shopping the day after Christmas and just solidified some stuff that I wanted to get with like Black Friday deals and stuff like that. But I've done all my Christmas shopping. I am so excited. So excited to give everybody their gifts. I just love gift giving. I love being Mrs. Make It Happen herself, you know? Like, I love getting to see the face on people's faces when I give them their gifts, and I really hope that they like them. I hope that they enjoy them. It's been announced now about my nephew, so I've been getting him some things, and I am so gassed. So gassed, to say the least. I'm also hosting Christmas this year, which is a very big thing to me, and I would love to host Christmas like every year, because this is, out of all the seasons, this has to be my favorite season. It just feels a little different, to be honest, and I think getting to host Christmas in my own home, I decorated for Christmas. If you guys didn't see that, you can go watch the first video on my Vlogmas series. Sorry, my voice is super low right now too. I'm listening to this as I'm like talking to you guys, but I probably woke up maybe not that long ago. I don't want to tell you how long ago, but not that long ago. I super enjoy that part of the holidays, and I'm just super excited. I'm really excited to get to make new Christmas traditions and everything like that with like a growing family. I think that as every Christmas passes, I really am so appreciative for the people that are in my life at the end of the year, because a lot of times for me, not everybody who starts in my life at the beginning of the year is there at the end of the year. So it's very cool to see who is around during Christmas time and who's around during the new year and all that kind of stuff, because it just feels like a sense of camaraderie in a way. In different Christmas news, since we're talking all things Christmas, guys, this season has historically been shit for me. And I think that's the best way that I can put it. This has never been a good season for me mentally. Like, I think that it's a hard feeling to describe. I'm so happy about all the stuff going on, right? But I also think that I'm struggling internally with a lot. And so it kind of feels like, I saw this quote one time about depression, and I'm not trying to make this dramatic, but it does truly feel as if like I'm looking around and everyone around me is breathing air and I'm drowning. This year specifically, I think because I started this off with, I started my winter season off by doing a 75 hard, and that was very intentional on my part, because I thought that I really did need those little dopamine boosts. I really did. Sometimes during this time, it gets scary over here. It gets very scary over here. This year, thankfully, I have not been going through that as bad. In transparency, I was sleeping last night. I went to go like lay down, and then I started to hear my little heart dun 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 in my ear, right? And I was like, okay. And I wasn't thinking anything of it, so I just, moved my little head on my pillow and stuff. I started just spiraling. And for me, I don't think anybody understands how quickly and how deeply it goes, right? I was sitting here, and then I was just thinking about like oblivion, and I was thinking about the end of the world and about how like this and this. And truly, that is what my seasonal depression kind of like circles around. I just start thinking about the end of everything, the sadness and the misery that comes with, and this and that. A bouquet, literally for what? I literally have like, what the hell? What is going on? I'm watching Teen Wolf, living the time of my life, going back reminiscing on when I was 13. I go to lay myself down, and then the world is ending. It's definitely been there. It's definitely been there. In those moments, I really just turn above me, and I really just have to tell myself that like it's gonna be okay, because there's nothing I can do. That's something that I've definitely had to submit to in my life, is just knowing that this is like a part of me. This will happen, and you just have to kind of navigate through it. I'm saying all that to say, this year, I feel very, very, very highly favored this season. And I haven't been dealing with heavy seasonal sadness, which is, I'm so thankful for, because not no one understands, but like until you understand, until you're going through that, it is debilitating. To be honest with you, it does feel debilitating sometimes, but we're not going through that this year, thankfully. And I hope to keep it that way throughout the other. Along with this season, also, something that happens quite often is the sickness that is going around. I have caught seasonal sickness this year. That is one of the reasons why I did not film my last 2 pods, because your girlie was in here coughing up a storm. I could not even go this long with talking without having to sit here and like cough my lung up or cough some gunky shit up out of my lungs. So there's that. So guys, I hope that y'all are staying protected. I hope that you guys are battling sickness well. And if you do fall victim to the sick, be sure to take care of yourself. Be sure to stay hydrated, drink some emergency packets. Like that was me. I was sitting here just like, oh my God. And then I've been getting the worst headaches and I've been like, am I dying? Literally again, right? But anywho, that's all the stuff that's kind of been going on though this winter with me. And that's what I am looking forward to this winter. Do you guys have anything that you're looking forward to? Do you guys have any like traditions or something? I just yesterday at my big age of 26 learned what Elf on the Shelf is. Not like what it is. I knew what Elf on the Shelf was, but I learned that there's all this lore behind the Elf on the Shelf. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about this thing. Yeah. Apparently there's so many rules to him and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't know that. I think that is very interesting. I don't know that if I were a parent, I would do Elf on the Shelf only because the elf kind of creeps me out a little bit. I have 2 elves sitting on my fireplace mantle right now though. And I wonder if they can hear me. I wonder if they're going to get up and, start plotting against me or something like that. Just learned about Elf on the Shelf. I think that that's so interesting. I love little kids' traditions. I love that the innocence that children have around Christmas time and everything like that, And I think that is super beautiful. Y'all, my niece, I talked to her the other day and I was emotional a little bit. I got off the phone and I was very, very emotional because she's like talking completely now. She is very comprehensive. I think there's a stage in every child's life where they really like fall into their human body and their consciousness is really here with us now. And I think that her consciousness is very much so here now. And she's talking and she's playing and she's growing so much. And it just made me feel very, very away. Very, very away. I'm so excited to go through that journey in life myself, to be honest. I'm very, very excited. And seeing her get to grow up and seeing her like be so loved and everything makes me so happy. I wish nothing more for her in my life. This season of my life, or this season specifically, Christmas time, makes me very appreciative of my family. It's always kind of just been us, right? Like it's always been us for me. And getting to see us grow and to see how we are showing up for each other, especially in this adult age, especially with like so many things going on with different people's like families and stuff that I hear about. It's really a great time. I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for my family. I didn't get to tell you guys happy Thanksgiving for all those who celebrate. I posted a post about it, but I didn't make a pod episode the day after. So I hope that you guys enjoyed your holiday if you choose to celebrate or observe it. My sister-in-law sent me a plate. So yeah, I love that. Food was really good. Not the point. The point is very grateful for my family during this time of year, especially with all the things that I've been going through, I guess very publicly, but privately. I don't talk to my family necessarily about my mental health sits or mental health fits that I have sometimes. I talk to my youngest brother. It's really because he's me. I really feel like my mom had me and then she kept Ty's egg that was conjoined to mine like on the side of her wall or something. And then 4 years later, she was like, oh, I forgot about this guy. Let me pop him out now. And that's my twin for real. There's that. But I don't really talk to them about that stuff. So getting to just be around them and knowing that it's just making my mood even better and they don't even know, such a plus. Love that. this episode, I feel like, is speed running by. I also feel like, y'all, do y'all think that the days are speed running? I have this theory that the first, like, I understand that time is all running the same, whatever, but time is also a construct. So let me get in my Delulu bag. I have a theory that from like December 1st till, I'm gonna say April, time is going so incredibly slow, right? And then from April to June, it speeds up a little bit. But when we get into June, like second week of June, I feel like the year just be speed running by. Like somebody really be throwing the clock in hyperdrive. If I want to be even more delusional with y'all, I think that it has something to do with daylight savings time. Maybe the people who are controlling the clock and the way that time works, I feel like they like jack that hoe up a little bit during the middle of the year. Like when we fall forward, because we lose an hour, I think. I want to feel like they really be, on the notches and pushing it. I'm still working on that theory, so don't sue me. It's all a lie. It's all an opinion. It is all delusion. So that people don't come get us. Talking about delusion, we are going to segue into our Your Delusional topic. Let me tell you, Your Delusional is going to change. I want to make this a little bit of a more interactive segment. So I want to start giving you guys calls. Our Your Delusional topic is actually centered around gifts. Since it's Christmas time, we're going to talk all. The topic is you have to spend a certain amount of money for a gift to be meaningful. I think that is completely delusional. And here's why I say that. Certain gifts that you may get someone just because you heard that they needed it. You heard that they were talking about it, stuff like that. And so you get them these things and it really is the thought that comes behind it. Like, let me give y'all an example. Since I do photography, if all year I was talking about a lighting set, if this lighting set or this one piece of light bulb I needed was even like $20, but it's just something I've been putting off, it does mean a lot to me that someone would go and get this lighting thing for me because it's something that I've been talking about that I want, but I just haven't gotten it for whatever reason. So for me, that shows like, oh, you've been listening to me throughout the entirety of this year and just really caring about what I'm saying that I want to get. And that means a lot more than you just going and buying me like a $20,000 something that I could never use. You know what I mean? Just like stuff like that. And so for that reason, I don't think that a gift necessarily has to be over a certain price tag for it to mean something. I do think that sometimes gifts that are more meaningful cost a little bit more. I'm saying this because without giving one of my gifts away, I got someone this gift that was quite pricey, but this is something that I think that they could really use. I think that it'll be a good investment into them. And it is to help them with something that they really, really care about and that I see that they care about. And they've talked about this all year. And so for me, I was going to get them this gift regardless. It didn't really matter what the price was on this because that is what gift giving is like for me. I really think about the gifts that I'm giving to people, how intentional I'm being with them and how it is like making them feel, like I want to ensure that any gift that I'm giving to someone, they feel good about it. They really enjoy it. They like it and all that kind of stuff. How do you guys feel about gift giving and the price range? I think that the only time price necessarily, there's two situations. Price matters, one, when you're doing like a white elephant type of situation. If you're the person who like shows up with a $1 gift card and everybody else's gifts are like $50-$60, it does feel kind of a way because it doesn't feel as if like you and this group that are supposed to be equally giving are equally giving. And two, if you are someone who maybe like finances aren't necessarily the issue, you were just unthoughtful and you give like really bad rink-a-dink gifts, no. I had this coworker who told me that her ex got her a drone, I think, or something like that for Christmas, and she had no use for it. It was nothing to do, nothing like that, and it was just very not thoughtful. And for that reason, like, the drone is probably good money, maybe, but like it's not thoughtful. It's not what I wanted and anything like that. And so I definitely get that. That's my opinion on that. What do you guys think about gift giving and price ranges and all that kind of stuff when it comes to giving gifts? And just let me know in the comments below. Moving forward into our what we watching. Guys, I've watched so much since we've talked. I have been speed running through shows. I need to watch the new show that came out with Vince, the person who made Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. I think I told you guys that last time. What I have been watching, y'all know me. Y'all know that I love to watch old TV like it's new TV. And I have been watching Miss Scandal. So Scandal is basically a political drama. Watching Scandal also made me think about when I was watching, I want to say The Residents or something, not The Residents, Designated Survivor, which is also like another political drama show. I love a good political drama. I don't like politics myself at all. I just don't like the way people talk about politics and all that kind of stuff. But a political drama, yeah, you can find me there every day sat. I've been watching Scandal for I think like 2 weeks, and I'm probably going to be finished by next week. Scandal, if you don't know, it is a show that came out like I want to say circa 2010, that kind of TV. And it is starring Kerry Washington and some other like really great actors. And they basically are just, she is someone who serves in the White House as a political helper in a way, but is that girlie is also having an affair with Mr. Fitzgerald, the president of the United States. And I'm not really into their affair, to be honest with you. I think that it's just so like back and forth. Like, and I get that you can't be with her because you're the president and this and this. But the show does a really good job of showing the corruption that like is within the government and the intricacies of people's lives and how emotions and stuff like that really take a lot bigger of a impact in a play than we think that they do. But that's essentially what the show is about. There's very good character development in the show. The characters have like a lot of depth, which I really, really like. Some of the things are predictable. They kill off main characters in the show, which is crazy. I just saw some bodies drop that I was like expecting, but not expecting also at the same time. And I was a little sad. I love a show that makes me kind of like really engulfed in it to where I'm sad about the death of the characters and stuff like that. It's a super solid show. I would give it I'd give it an 8 out of 10, to be very honest with you. I think it's written very well. The only thing I could go without, I think, may be the president and Kerry Washington or Olivia Pope. Their line. I think it was cool for the first like couple seasons, but I would love to see them go their separate ways in this last season. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in with me for another episode. I know that I've been gone, so I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out for me. It means a lot. If you are an audio listener, thank you so much for listening. Please be sure to rate the podcast above. And if you are a watcher, thank you for viewing. Thank you for being here with me every Friday. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more from the podcast. If you're interested in any of our behind the scenes, interested in anything that I do, you can follow the behind the scenes at LT Legacy Productions on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow my personal page at the LaTerra Wair on Instagram and X. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Your Delusional podcast. The Your Delusional podcast is produced by LT Legacy Productions and hosted by LaTerra Wair.